Yes, I've been very enthusiastic about the dinar. Everybody that's been in the last 2 years should easily see the evidence that shows Iraq is actually following through with what they're doing, and that's the digital transformation, and that has a component in it, and one is their future currency. I'm very excited about it. What we had 2 years ago doesn't even compare to what we have today. Interior, opening of an office to issue national cards in the American city of Detroit. Question: I wonder what's the ETA for IQD appearing on Forex? Marks: I may get egg on my face, but I think we may see the IQD on Forex Saturday night into Sunday morning. The American dollar, Trump is wanting maybe it should go in a basket with the Iraqi dinar. He wants it in a basket, dinar and dollar, to bring the dinar to $1. He wants other currencies in that basket to help each other, and in doing so, by helping each other in that basket, these currencies will gain security and stability, value, and internationally recognized etc. Parliamentary Energy reveals U.S. pressure to pass budget amendment law, and this is the reason. Quote: the amendment of the budget aims to address the oil dispute between Baghdad and Erbil. We have been following this RV saga for a long time. We know the banking reforms are all completed, enough to meet the white paper reforms. After the 2023 invasion of Iraq, the country's currency, the Iraqi dinar, underwent a major transformation. Before the invasion, the dinar had suffered from instability due to years of sanctions and economic mismanagement under Saddam Hussein's regime. Iraqis used US dollars. Following the fall of Saddam's government, the Coalition Provisional Authority introduced a new version of the Iraqi dinar in 2003. The transition was smooth, with Iraqis exchanging their old dinars for the new ones at a 1-to-1 ratio. While the new dinar did stabilize initially, the country's instability, corruption and conflict have made it difficult for the currency to achieve long-term strength. Like post-war Germany, Iraq's currency reform was crucial, but Iraq's recovery has been slower due to persistent instability and economic dependence on oil. There is a significant difference between Germany's recovery, which took 5 years, after World War II, and Iraq's recovery, which we are still waiting on 20 years later. After World War II, Germany's currency faced a significant crisis. The war had devastated the country's economy, leading to hyperinflation and the collapse of the Reichsmark. In 1948, 3 years after the war, the countries overseeing post-war Germany introduced a new currency, the Deutsche Mark. This new currency helped eliminate the black market and incentivize people to engage in legitimate economic activities. The currency reform is often credited with laying the groundwork for Germany's economic recovery during the 1950s. This transformation turned West Germany into one of the leading economies in Europe, demonstrating the critical role currency reform played in its post-war rebuilding. Sammy says next Tuesday the appeal will be held by the judge on the 3 laws that have been passed, several appealed saying it was unconstitutional. So the budget table set in limbo until that is cleared. We do believe once it is cleared, then they can be given to Parliament for the vote that we are waiting for. Frank, Parliament is using every inch of the cliff they are standing on, and soon they will have no choice but to tell you citizens the truth. There are no more choices for them except to pass these laws. Trump's storm hits OPEC and ignites fears in Baghdad from remarks given by Trump at Davos, and drill baby drill in the US, caused a drop in oil prices below $75. This will lower the cost at the pumps for us, and lower the cost of groceries soon, but Iraq is still well in the range they need for the RV. We have been looking to be notified since Tuesday. However, the latest piece of intel, which was from the person in the Treasury, that person said, everything will be taking off for all of us on Saturday, the 25th, so that is the plan, as it is now. The information said that we'll be very excited about the rates. I think the rates are going to go higher, especially on dong, and we know that they are contract on dinar, which tied to the per barrel price of oil, which was in the low 80s. That's per dinar. By the way, the contract rate is only available at the redemption center. I think we're just really ready to go. We should be excited. Humanitarian projects, you know I don't believe in that. You know I'm totally against that. It is insane for you to think that somebody's going to give you a higher rate than the CBI is going to give you. That's what these humanitarian projects are guaranteeing. That's why they say, give me your dinars, we'll hold on to them, and when it happens we're going to pay you back a lot more than the CBI. CBI unveils new banknote security features. This also should bring something to your attention. If they are adding new features to the currently existing banknotes without changing the denomination, deleting the zeros or exchange rate, that should tell you that there is no rush for them to do anything about the exchange rate. If they knew they were about to go ahead and release new banknotes with the 3 zeros missing and change the exchange rate, there wouldn't be any need to go ahead and add security features to the old notes, because there would be no reason for it. If you're going to get rid of the old notes, why take the time to put new security features on there? See what I'm saying? That should be an indicator to you that they are not in any rush to redenominate and change the exchange rate. Sorry as usual to pee in your Wheaties, but that's just the truth. The administrative and financial assistant to the governor of Kirkuk, Jafar Abbas Karim, revealed on Saturday new details regarding the contract between the Iraqi Ministry of Oil and the British company BP, while stressing that the cooperation will contribute to developing the North Oil Company and increasing its oil production. Karim said in an interview with Shafaq news agency, the agreement with BP is an important step to develop the Iraqi economy, especially the economy in Kirkuk, indicating that this matter will be reflected in developing the reality of the North Oil Company by increasing its oil production, in addition to exploiting the associated gas resulting from oil extraction. Karim added that the exploitation of associated gas will be through operating and implementing new power stations in Kirkuk within the contract, noting that Kirkuk Governorate is in dire need of revitalizing its economic reality, especially the oil and gas file, which will be reflected in improving services and sectors, most notably electricity. Karim pointed out that the government agencies in the governorate are waiting for the company to start implementing the contract during the coming period. On August 1, 2024, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani sponsored the signing ceremony of a comprehensive oil memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Oil and BP to develop the Kirkuk fields. On the Iraqi side, the agreement was signed by Deputy Prime Minister for Energy Affairs and Minister of Oil Hayan Abdul Ghani, while on the BP side, it was signed by CEO Murray Auchincloss. The memorandum includes the rehabilitation and development of 4 oil fields in Kirkuk, namely, Kirkuk Field with its 2 domes, Baba and Havana, by Hassan Field, Jamba Field, and Kabas Field, with the possibility